Well, as you guys can see, we just hit 5 stars. As you can see, I have an emoji in the top right of my screen, and that's just because I want to try something different. And anyways, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to unlock a 5-star money farm. So first, you don't need any of this stuff, you can just leave it on. There we go, and then once everything has been destroyed, we can make a path. It's not that long, maybe it's long. And then we can extend it to both sides. Also, I have like $1.7 million. That was actually from my last money farm I made. And you guys liked that video a lot. It has over 1,000 views in the first month. So I thought I'd make an updated version. So we're gonna get, so once you have this sort of T-shape, you wanna go into roller coasters and you wanna get your first roller coaster. And make sure it's one space away from the path. Then you wanna build 3 stations. Then you wanna make sure it goes up without a chain lift. So basically the train is going to go up and then back down. Now you want to build an entrance right here. Or next to right there. And now for the queue path, you want to build it zigzag like this. So you have an extra empty space right here. And that's where you're going to build a stall. There we go. The first thing is done. But make sure you add like seats and garbage cans everywhere because the bots will litter, and it is like it just ups the rating and everything. Oops, I almost forgot to open my park. There we go. Also, every time you get more stars, you can just up the pricing of your park. But when you have 0 stars, you want to leave it at around $15, or else the bots will think that's too expensive. So when you're building your second roller coaster, if you're building it to the right of your last coaster, you make sure it's one space away from the path, but you can just build it right next to the queue path. But if you guys are building the roller coaster to the left-hand side of your first coaster, you want to make sure it's 2 spaces away. So there should be 2 spaces in between the coaster, and then make sure it's still 1 space away from the path. Also, make sure you use a wide variety of stalls because you don't want all the food stalls and then you don't have any room for like the bathroom and the hats. You just want to make sure there's like a couple food stalls and bathrooms every couple rides. Now as you can see with my coasters, I built all the way to the right hand side of the map. That's just because I have all of the coasters unlocked so I can build all of them. Plus I have all the land plots unlocked. But when you get to the end, basically you just want to build, make sure you have room for 1 path, and you want to build that path up like this, and then you want to connect it all the way to the other side. Now as you guys can see, I have all of this built, every roller coaster I can fit, and yet I've been stuck on 3.5 stars for a while now. And that is because I haven't placed down any decoration. So you're gonna want to go into scenery, and then you want to go into props, and just randomly scatter props wherever you can fit them. And make sure you have a wide variety of all of them. Basically just in this area where there's nothing where the coasters are, you want to put all your props, every prop you can fit, you want to put it in there, and that will boost the rating. One thing you also should do is go into nature and then place hedges on every single fence, like these fences with the roller coaster. Because that also boosts the rating. So you just want to do that on every single coaster. There we go. As you can see, I've placed hedges on every single one of these fences. And now I'm just going to place all these props. Now when you guys get to around 4 to 4.5 stars, what I want you to do is click this park guest overview button, and you can see what a bunch of people are, what everyone in your park is thinking. I can see a bunch of them are hungry, and that's probably on this long stretch back here. Someone has some food and rides. Now, the reason we placed this, we made this like big sort of rectangle. So we built this path back here. The reason we did that is now you can go into rides and add a bunch of flat rides. Flat rides are basically all the rides in the gentle rides and intense rides. All those rides. And don't forget to add hedges around them too. Now, as you guys can see, I just finished placing flat rides all along here. And now you got the roller coasters. And then all the flat rides. And as you can see, we're at 4.5 stars, so we're almost there. So now you have this empty space. Pretty much for here, you can just add whatever you want. I'd recommend adding water rides since I haven't added any yet. But if you already have added water rides, just pretty much add whatever's missing to your park. And you should get 5 stars. Well, as you guys can see, we just hit 5 stars. And basically all we have is all these roller coasters and then all these flat rides. So I guess you don't really need water rides because I still have all this empty space that I didn't really get to do anything with. But you could just make more compact versions of these roller coasters if you want even more money. The total amount of money my park costs is $265,000. It is indeed a 5-star money farm. It is much better than my older version. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash subscribe and like, and I'll see you guys later.